We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, Troy. Bring it up.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, hut. Now the wolf. Set. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Alert flare.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Too easy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 51. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Haskins, and finding the tight end Wilson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
We got 4. Go. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
There you go. 58. Come on. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check out.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
46.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch 7. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. It's hauled in by Wilson. 6'4" tight end. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
23 yards, the final tally.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
3 down. That's it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Rabbit.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That's caught by Pettit. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I got you.
Now the second-year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Twist. What's he running? What's he running? Quick. Go.
Barber on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4th down. Even.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Here's Haskins to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Check. We're going to 52. Here's our 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We're going to 54. 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott, and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Bound to lose one. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Prescott. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 25 yards that time. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. To the air again, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd down now, Michel. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
47. 58, come on. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Jim. Watch twins. Check 9. Tighten up.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Dak Prescott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Patriots 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Haskins will throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Kill. 27.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
47.
First down, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the ground, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings
Hey. 4 down. Sit. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 47. Check, I'm here. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
16 yards. First down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Kill.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Watkins. So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott to Michelle on the screen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott yet again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
4. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Prescott now from the 50. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Check 25, check 25, check 52, check 13, check. Going to 53.
On first down, Michel, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, Cat. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 50. Check 50.
And it's Michel once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, it's Prescott. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. That's complete to his receiver McLaurin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Patriots 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. The wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only... He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Good.
Third and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The carry for Barber. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Once again, it's Barber. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Barber. He finds some open field here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Haskins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Haskins to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
57, come on. I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here we go with Haskins. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Redskins on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.